Competition is how you win. You study the market. You watch what competitors are doing. You find the gaps they missed. You outwork them, outthink them, outprice them. That's the game. That's how you build something real. We've all believed this. I believed it for years. There's a 1910 book that calls this the most expensive mistake a person can make. One of the strangest, most specific books ever written about money. Wallace Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich. The whole book is built on one distinction most readers completely miss. He calls it the difference between the competitive plane and the creative plane. Here's the crack. Every time you enter a market thinking about competition, you're thinking narrows. What they have, what they're charging, how to beat them. You start optimizing around what already exists. You're measuring yourself against a fixed pie. And when the pie feels fixed, you fight. You cut prices, you copy, you try to take a larger slice of something that was never going to grow. Here's the thing about competing for a fixed pie. You can win and still end up small. Waddle says the people who actually build wealth don't compete. They create, not compete for a share of what exists. Create something that didn't exist before. The difference isn't hustle, it's the angle of attention. Competition looks sideways at what others have. Creation looks forward at what doesn't exist yet. And these two postures produce completely different outcomes. I get why competition feels right. It feels rigorous, scientific. You've got benchmarks, a scoreboard, something to measure. Competitive thinking feels like strategy. Creation feels like hope. But Wattles wrote this in 1910, and it's still in print, because the people who tested it noticed something real. The moment you stop asking, how do I beat them? Everything shifts. You start asking, what does this person actually need that doesn't exist yet? That's a completely different question. Not metaphorically, structurally. You're no longer fighting for a piece of something fixed. You're building something new. Competition is how you win, except it might be exactly how you plateau. So here's what I want to know. In your work right now, are you competing for what exists or creating what doesn't? Where do you actually land on that?